look at garden therapy. So they're just starting to set up the greenhouse. Like there's still lots of empty. Because usually they'll have it ready for Mother's Day. But look at, I get to look through all these. And I'm picking up my order today. That's why me and Mom came up. Aren't they beautiful? So beautiful. Bleeding heart. Oh, Rebecca, that's the bleeding heart. Me and Rebecca were talking about what perennial flowers would be good for the deck. And we were thinking like bleeding heart and fern. But we'll see. Oh, these are beautiful too. I had these before.
This is lavender here, I guess.
That's lavender?
Mm-hmm.
Is this lavender? This is a perennial salva. I think I'm going to plant this. What? Lavender?
Touch it.
Okay. This is what Mom's touching. I don't know what it smells like, really. Mom?
Me, yeah. So, what color are you looking for? Are you looking for them for Mother's Day?
Well, I don't need it for Mother's Day, but
She wants it today.
One. I'd like a rose or a red.
Okay, so we've got, I believe we've got a scarlet with a dark
Aren't
color.
these beautiful? Look how big and fat these ones are. Absolutely stunning. Look at these bushes.
This one is more of a ground one, yes.
Pink chiffon shrub. Wow.
Okay.
But it was the only way I can say it was a fluffy daisy.
Floppy daisy. Actually, I think the
That
other
looks
cedar
pretty.
is right behind Courtney.
Courtney, did you want this?
Say hi to everybody.
Hello. We're in the
We're in our
nursery.
glory is what we are.
We are. We're in the nursery.
Yeah. Now they don't have everything set up. Mom, look. Bubblegum blast. Really?
What is
It
that?
says it's a perennial. Look, it's just pretty pink. We're getting a couple extra.
That's my other one.
Oh, she found it for you?
We found
Oh,
one.
good.
So these are the hostas here, Courtney. Well,
Oh, these are the hostas.
These
But
are
they're-
the ones
that's
I
not
have.
the-
No.
No, the sum and substance is on your cart.
All right, folks. As you can hear, I'm out on the front porch. It is absolutely beautiful. It's sunny. Oh, this weather it's amazing. And this deck, this front porch is definitely therapy. Oh, so I thought I'd have a sit down and a chit chat with you guys because today I was able to go and pick up my order at the greenhouse. Everything I ordered it was all a mix match, and it was not the fault of the greenhouse. It's just what was available and what wasn't. Let me go get my sparkling water, okay? One sec. All right, nice can of sparkling water. This tastes just like Sprite, except without the sugar. It's such a delightful drink. As you guys can hear the wind chimes, excuse me, there is a breeze, like there's definitely a wind, but it's not a bad wind. It's really relaxing, to be honest. It's perfect if you're out doing stuff. And then, you know, when you start getting warm because you're bending or digging or whatever, this wind helps you so you can get your stuff done. This has become my gardening sweater. It's nice and warm, it's long, it has pockets, and it's dirty. It needs to be washed, but I just keep using it for the gardening, and I love it. Can you guys hear the water fountain? I don't know if you can hear that because of the wind chimes, but these are little things that were so cost effective. The wind chimes, I have a collection, and it makes my heart so happy, and it didn't cost me a load of money, you know what I mean? And I haul them out every spring, and I can hear it, excuse me, even when I'm in the house, and it gives me a sense of comfort. It really does. And I had this, oh, sirens, fire truck, okay. I had this lantern. I got it years and years ago at Value Village, I believe. And I liked it because it's protected. You can have a candle going and you don't have to worry about it. And I have it right here. And at night, it looks so pretty. And a tea light will burn for like 5 hours. And I don't have to worry about it catching fire. Like, it's all protected. And I love this area where I'm at. I just had a chickadee sitting by me. This area here is what I call my coffee table area. Now, I have a rocking chair that goes here, but my hubby just didn't get it out yet. He will. He will on his days off. I'm eating while I'm chatting because I'm so hungry. Today was a busy day. Me doing little things in the garden, but the time just goes by quick. And then me and my mom went to the garden center to pick up my order. So the strawberry bare roots were not ready yet. They weren't in yet. So I have to do another trip to get them, but I'm okay with that. I had ordered specific varieties of blueberry bushes because of their production level and their growth, the size they get and the amount of fruit they produce. That's why I ordered them, and though they were not able to get that variety, unfortunately. So she told me the ones that she was able to get in. I researched them all and I picked the best out of those. And the one I picked grows between 4 to 5 feet wide and high, which is that's good for me. And it says it's very heavy fruit bearing, and it's perfect for our zone. And then same thing happened with my cherry bushes that I wanted. She was not able to get them in. I wanted the carmine, I think that's how you say it, the carmine jewel, and she wasn't able to get it. So I ended up picking another variety to replace it out of the best ones she was able to get. These are not just like those little cherries when you were a kid and you would pick them off the tree and spit them out like little bullets. Like, these are the big fat cherries, the big ones with a long stem that you buy at the grocery store. And they're delicious. Some of the varieties are more sour, some of them are more sweet, but all the ones we own on our property, they're all table cherries, so they're the sweeter variety. And the 2 new ones that I bought are the same. They're going to be the sweeter, but these ones are going to be nice and dark. Somebody is smoking weed because I can smell it. It's like wafting through here. The wind is carrying it. But I'm so excited. So I want to do a plant haul, and I'll show you what I have out on the front deck, and then the things in the backyard. I'll try to show you guys that I kind of put everything I bought where I want it planted. So instead of it all being in one pile, it's all like here and over there, like wherever I want it planted, because my yard guys are going to come Saturday and do all the heavy work. They're going to do the digging and the planting and all that good stuff for me. When I get my strawberry bare roots, I'll be doing that myself. I'll be getting down on the ground and planting. The birds are just eating their seeds right now. Are you kidding me? The suet that I put out a brand new suet yesterday, and it's gone. I tell you, these birds have a buffet. I have a crow that comes here every day, and his nest is actually in my backyard. I can see his nest. And then there's another bird nest on my side yard that I can also see from my back deck. So I hope to see birds go in it, but it might be abandoned. But the crow nest, I see him going in there. So we'll probably see some little crow babies. I never ever minded crows. And I think ravens are absolutely beautiful. Coco, where are you? Coco? Coco? Where's Coco? What are you doing in the house? How come you're not outside? They're just enjoying Coco went in the house. Come up, Coco. Come on. What are you doing in the house, baby? Hmm? I love you. Hmm? Are you cold out here? Huh? There. They're being good. Okay. So, I bought 2 Juliet cherry bushes. And there is a difference between a bush and a tree. I got 3 Patriot blueberry, high bush blueberries. And then what is this? These just say perennials, but I got 4 hostas, 2 separate different varieties. I got 2 neon pink sedums. When we first moved in this home, the people that were here before us had two little sedum bushes, and I mean they were about that wide, and they grow this like a foot high, but they bloom in the fall. Their flowers open in the fall, and they're pretty, but they attract so many bees. I've never seen so many bees around one plant. Like, I know bees love flowers and stuff, but it attracts so many bees. And when we got our porch, like when we got the roof extension and the porch, it was built over top of those 2 little bushes. So anyway, I was able to find 2 of them today. So they're going to be planted in the backyard. I think in the tire where my plum tree is. That's what I think. I think that would be the perfect spot for them. Because in the backyard, we do weed whacking there. Because we have so much garden space, it's easier to do weed whacking instead of with the lawnmower. And so whatever I plant, I got to make sure it's like weed whacker friendly, that I don't like accidentally chop it off or something. I got 2, it's some astables. They're purple astables. That's what it's called. I think those are absolutely beautiful when they're in their bloom. Like, they are so, so pretty. I got a purple one and a pink one last year, and they're just starting to revive from the winter. So they are perennials in our zone. So I bought 2 more purple ones, and I'd like to put them in the backyard right where the step is, so that it just adds that pop of color. But my whole like future down the road look of our property in the backyard is like an enchanted garden. I want things that are like way oversized and really big and lush and all of that. No. Anyway, that is my goal. I would like an enchanted... There was a guy outside walking, and I think he was going to come over here with like a survey or something, but like nobody. Thank you. You know how you still get those people where it's their job, like they have to go to somebody's house and sell something, or they're with like a cable company or whatever. But this is my second granola bar. I knew I needed 2. 1 would not be enough, but the sparkling water is helping. So that was my order. I also ordered 2 rows of Sharon bushes, not realizing the massive size they can grow to. I had no idea, because the pictures I've seen on Google, it was like a small, manageable little tree bush. But in reality, no, it gets as big as lilac bushes, which is like, it can go 15 feet long and 10 to 12 feet high in the sky. And we have lilac bushes here in our yard, and they're beautiful. They're in one area all along the fence. We have purple and white, and their leaves are all starting to bud. It's so beautiful, and it scents the whole yard every summer. And the thing is, we don't have the property to have another big bush like that. Like, in our backyard, all real estate there is very valuable. Like, I can't be having a pretty bush take up the space of like the garden, or like, you know what I mean? So I think I'm going to pass on the Rose of Sharon. When I was there today, she had it on my cart, and I told her when I come back Sunday to get the strawberries, when the strawberries come in, I'm going to make my final decision on the Rose of Sharon. But it's a good thing I didn't buy it and plant it, because that would have caused issues like the size and the maintenance. And I have a friend that has one, and it's perfect for her location and her spot. But she's right up, like, her garden is such cottagecore perfect. And she does all the little landscaping, like, very talented. But I don't have the time she spends, like, weeding and making everything so clean and perfect. It makes her yard look like magazine, okay? But I don't have that to give, because I'm spread out with, like, all the front yard, the side yard, the backyard is all garden things that need some type of attention. So my attention is on those things, and I can't afford to spend, I don't know if it's half an hour to trim the bush or whatever, or try to keep it small. Anything that's going to be overwhelming, I can't do it. Do you guys hear the bird chirping? It's up there chirping out Cupcake. Puppies out here. They love being outside. Wherever I am, they love being out here. The fountain has stopped running. It's solar powered. So most of the time, even on a cloudy day, it'll run. But sometimes you get like now the sun is getting ready to start going down. It's really, I got to get supper on the go. I prefer, if I'm making a supper with like potatoes and vegetables and meat for the slow cooker, I do it in the morning. And all I got to do at supper time is reheat it. And the thing is, if I'm doing like for supper tonight, we're going to have boneless chicken wings. I'm probably going to cook some fries with it and have a salad. So the fries and the boneless chicken wings have to be cooked, like, if we're going to eat in 40 minutes, well, then it goes in the oven 40 minutes before we eat. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate, like, casseroles or stews, stuff like that, where I can cook it in the morning, have all the dishes done, all the cleanup done. But now that summer's here, it's going to be lighter meals, salads, chicken on the barbecue, fish, whatever's on sale, of course. But it's going to be less casseroles, because the fall and winter is the comfort foods, like shepherd's pie, macaroni casserole, big pot of stew. Those are like winter foods for me. And summer is more like a light potato salad or a light pasta salad, green salads, fresh vegetables, like stuff like that. But anyway, I just got chit-chatting. I'm in a chatty mood now. I was tired, and then I think just talking with you guys woke me up. But now that it's garden season, oh my gosh, she's doing that for a bird. Now that it is garden season, I get tired. Like when I hit the bed, I'm ready for bed. But I will tell you, I was in a lot of pain last night. Like my body was so sore, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And I just try to take care of myself as best as I can. And hot bath helps a lot with the muscles. But anyway, okay. I'll show you guys the plants. I'm just going to take a break. I'll show you guys the plants. Hi, Coco. Love you. They had their supper. There's Miss Cuppy. She's very content. Oh, okay. So this here is one of my cherry bushes. Even though it literally looks like a tree, this is considered a bush. And it's the Juliet. Oh, look at, I have some flowers about ready to open. I can't see us getting trees. I don't know how old this tree is, but these are going to be, every flower is a cherry. I don't know if it's going to fruit this year or not, but there's some flowers here. A couple right there. Little buds. Okay, so that's one of my cherry bushes. And then these are the hostas. I got 2 different varieties. My guppy. So I'm going to show you guys in case you ever want to grow what I grow. This one here, it says Shadowland Empress. And you can see this child. Oops. You can see the child, how big it gets. It gets like 3 feet tall. And that's what I wanted. I want like an enchanted garden in the backyard, and definitely oversized plants like that. Yes, please. And the fact that it's a perennial, I don't want to invest money in annuals that you can enjoy this season, but then the money's gone, like it doesn't come back. If I'm going to invest anything, it has to be in perennials that will come back. This one here is called Sum and Substance, and this one is a different shade of green. This one's more green and glossier than this one, and it gets the same size. It gets like 3 feet wide, 3 feet tall, so it's going to resemble that, just a different shade of color. So yeah, I'll find the perfect spot for all 4 of these. Look at the girls. So yeah, that's my setup right now until my rocking chair comes out, because see, there's just enough room for the chair by the table, and my bin has to go away. That was the bin that I had all my deck stuff stored in, so that just has to be stored away again. But it's so cozy out here, guys. This is such therapy. There's the water fountain. Gonna see if that comes back this year. That is a perennial. It was blue hydrangea, but I don't know if it survived because it was in a pot. So did the frost kill it? Did the heavy winter kill it? I don't know. But I watered it very well, so we'll see if it still has life into it. I gently tried to pull it, and the roots seem like they're still stuck in the soil, so I feel like it's alive, but I don't see any life to it yet. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, the girls are just out here with me. All the summer vibes. I got the door open. I just was out and I put fresh bird seed out. I filled up that suet, and I'm out here listening. No sun, so the fountain's not going, but all the plants survived. And this is what I cooked my hubby for breakfast this morning. 3 fish cakes, scrambled eggs, a couple pieces of real bacon, and 2 toast with jam. Nice big brekkie. He's going to appreciate this. Aren't you, Boo?
No. Of course I am.
All right, enjoy. All right, folks, so I'm out here, out back this morning, and I just want to show you, pretty much got the deck furniture set up. Now we have to haul out the cushions. We store them for the winter. But I got the rug all set, the coffee table area. I got our little deck pond or fountain all disinfected with the bleach, so that's clean. Fresh water's put in. There's no sun, and it's like 7 a.m. in the morning, so it's not running it, but that is a solar mini fountain. You can put different heads to make it go higher or lower, or different designs. I planted 2 cucumber seeds here yesterday. I don't know if I showed you guys that. This is the fountain that I'm putting in there today. This also is a solar powered fountain, again with the big sun catcher here. This fountain is stunning, and it makes the water dripping noise. Cubby, what are you doing, dear? I thought she found a little moth or something, but anyway, this fountain is 10 out of 10. I got this one off of Temu last year, and we used it all last summer. It's absolutely beautiful, and it sounds just as good as the front yard. So I also set up these. These two chairs are really low to the ground. They are so comfortable and they swivel. They fully rotate. But I just set them up right here because, you know, conversation-wise, the swing is here and those two chairs are by the fountain. Like, you know what I mean? It kind of flows. So I don't know if I showed you guys yesterday the rest of my plant haul. I don't think I did. I was so played out. First of all, this sign, I think I showed you guys that, but I want this in all the videos for the garden because I want to honor the Lord and thank him for this property and the soil and all of these plants and for his blessing. Many, many blessings. Oh, so right here last year I planted hollyhock seeds. My friend Michelle, Chickens by the Lake, she has the most gorgeous hollyhocks and she's had them for years and years. They're very matured and they're beautiful. And I thought, oh my gosh, that would be perfect in my enchanted garden because they're so big, they look magical, you know what I mean? So they're actually coming back. These, see these leaves here? These are the hollyhocks. They're coming back. So they survived the winter, which I'm really happy. And they're coming back. So on either side of my stairway, I want to plant these two things when my yard guys come. These are really beautiful. I think these are the astables. Pink profusion, perennial, salva. Okay, they're salvas. Yeah, isn't that pretty? So it's going to be a little flowering bush and it's a perennial. It'll come back every year and I want it right there. And then over here is the matching one. It's the exact same what I just showed you. How you doing, Coco? They love being outside with me. So, see? The exact same one. Salvia. Pink profusion. So these are going to be so pretty and I think they're going to attract butterflies. No, get Cuppy. Thankfully the girls don't chew on the plants. They don't. Cupcake hunts for strawberries, but I'm okay with that. And she loves blackberries. And you guys, I want to show you, look, the kiwis. These are all leaves. They're not fruit. These are just leaves. It's going to grow the leaves first and then it will do the flowers and then the fruit. We had hundreds and hundreds, I'd say about 1,000 kiwis last year. It was insane, the production. So I don't know, are we going to have as much again this year? Now this is the female plant and she's starting her blooms for the leaves right now, but the male plant, I don't see anything as of yet. You have to have pollinators for this. They have to be male and female. But see how they twist? They need some structure to twist on, and they're very good. I wanted it. I have a line going here all the way to our arbor. These are the strawberries. They're pink flower-bearing strawberries. They're a more delicate strawberry. And instead of being like so fat, they're long. They get like that long. They're really pretty and they taste good, but they're not my number one choice. So I hauled them out of my own garden. I gave a whole bundle to my aunt and then I separated these and planted them, and I'm going to let them grow and start getting the flowers, and then I'm going to sell it. So also my other garden plans, I have many. So this section right here by the stairway, I hauled like some type of wild flowering flower from like a ditch last summer, and I planted it there, and I'm pretty sure it's still alive because it's a perennial. I think it'll come back, so I'm leaving that there. But two of my hostas that I showed you guys yesterday in the video, I want to put one here and let it like rise and bloom and get huge, because it gets 3 feet, so it should get right up to about there, and it's gonna get big, right? So it'll fill in this area with bright green, and I would like the matching one, plant it literally right here, so it'll kind of hide this messy eyesore, but it won't, I hope it won't affect my hollyhocks because I want them to grow. And I also planted Lazy Susans that we got free from a ditch and some other wild flower over there, and I think they all lived. I'm pretty sure. Morning. Somebody's out walking, and the girls are barking, of course. This is how the green onions are doing. The strawberries are really starting to come up. Can you guys see the change even just since last time? Every day there's a change. They're now getting fatter and fuller, and they're like they'll get about a foot high. And they bear so much fruit. Now, these are the strawberries that I just planted last summer, and I hauled all the flowers off all summer. I did not allow it to fruit. So this year, those berries are going to be huge. And with all the other empty space, I'm planting my early June bearing in this garden. And then, you guys know, in April, I started my greenhouse effect little gardening in my raised bed. So this is yellow beans, a full bed of it. This is carrots. And that over there, that was just recent. Was it yesterday or the day before? But it's a full bed of yellow string beans and 2 sunflowers. And if both sunflowers take, I'm going to rehome one of them and let one grow in there with all the string beans. And then here, these are my 2 raised garden beds, which I filled pretty much to the top with leaves. And then we, in each bin, got a full compost. It's sheep manure. So now I need to put like a seafood compost in there to fill it, and then I can start planting. My plans for these 2 things are actually corn on the cob, because it definitely has enough space. My husband did all the drainage holes, and he did plenty. And this will give us privacy along this side of the fence, because corn on the cob grows pretty tall and it's so beautiful. I would love to like paint these green, because the blue really stands out like a sore thumb to me, but that's not on my priority list right now. If I ever get the energy to do it though, I would do it green and then do my own artwork on both, and I think that would add so much like vibrancy to the garden without standing out like a sore thumb. And plus it would be unique because I painted it. My rhododendron, if you guys see, it's a little discolored. All the heads are here. It's never ever bloomed flowers. And this is its 3rd summer, I believe, in our yard. But I'm not giving up on it. It's not going anywhere. I'm leaving it here. I love this bush, and I believe it will bloom. And when it does, it's going to be so pretty. So it's going to be worth the wait. Walking over here, I have... what are these called? Peonies. I have so many different peonies. There's peonies here. You can't see it yet. There. I have them over there as well. And these were in my, on my deck in planters, and they were so beautiful. But if I would have left them there for the winter, they would have died. So I emptied them here, and I tried to cover them as good as I could with soil. This one, they both need to be in a hole. So when my yard guys come, I'm going to get them to dig more holes for me for my peonies. I don't want to lose them. What I think I'm going to do is this whole bundle here, which is alive because I see some red coming. There's red here. There's a piece of red right there. Those are healthy and good. But I would like one bundle, a hole dug right here. And I'll get peonies there. And maybe this empty space right here for more peonies, because we'll have a ton of peonies. Now, here, excuse me, this tree here is a plum tree, and it is in our yard 3 or 4 years now. It's not big enough to bear any fruit, but it's growing. This one over here is doing so much better, and I have it tied up to this trellis, so it's actually learning to curve, if you guys can see. So as the branches grow, as the tree grows, and I cut it right down. So the main stem of it, I cut right down, and these branches are the side branches, but they're going to be strong, and they're going to have the support of this trellis. And as the plums come, I'll be able to pick it under the trellis, you know. Now, in this tire that we put around the plum tree, I filled it with leaves last winter to put nutrients in the soil. And I think I'm going to plant these 2 things in here. This is called, this is the neon pink sedum. Can you guys see? Neon pink sedum. And these attract so many bumblebees. So it's green all summer, But then come the fall, come the pink flowers, and it opens up, and it's a 50,000. It's so stunning. And I feel like at the base of this tree, it's going to be so pretty in there. What do you guys think of that? Let me know in the comments. I think that's going to be the perfect spot. All I have to do, take them out of their pots and fill it in with some sheep manure and some seafood compost and tuck it in nicely. You know what I mean? But I think that's going to make the tire look pretty with it. I was actually thinking of putting another, what's that plant called? The hostel. Is that what it's called? I would like to put it like right here, and it would cover the tire. Wouldn't that be so pretty, that big? So if I do that, I can't put my peonies here. Like if I put the hostel here, it'll be like right there in that corner, and hopefully, I don't know. Should I just do it here in the middle? I really don't know what to do. I have to have the perfect spot for those because they get 3 feet tall and they get fat. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to damage it with our weed whacker because that's how we do the yard back here with the weed whacker. Cuppy. I got all types of blackberry bushes, and this is my cherry bush, and these are special in the raspberry family, but they're stronger. They're more textured like a blackberry, very strong. And these are more gardening tires here. So all vegetables, all these tires, vegetables, and it makes it easy for weeding and planting and harvesting. Awesome. And as we come over here, I have some wildflowers growing here. They get about 6 feet tall. They get taller than me. I have my little tiny flower garden here, guys, which I am proud of. I know to some people this is nothing. That's not pretty to some. To me, that's beautiful. These are tulips, all kind of in a circle, and then I have other flowers, but I don't know their names. I think there's even lilies in there, so. And over here, I have my grapevine. These are the only seeded grapes I have in the yard, but they are gorgeous, and they are big grapes, like store grapes, and they're so sweet. Now, if you guys were with me when I had my hip cast bushes, I had one there and one here, but I did not like the fruit. So the 2 holes are actually underneath there. I filled them with leaves for the winter to put nutrients in, and we have my whole straw mess. But when the yard guys come, I'm going to get them to do the proper hole, put sheep manure, and the sheep manure is not new. It's from last year, so it's not going to burn the roots. So I'm going to get them to put half a bag in, put my high bush blueberry in one, the other half, cover it with leaves, and then cover it with the straw. So that will keep out the grass, it'll keep out the weeds. And the girls come over here to use the bathroom, and I'm fine with that. So there is 2 high bush blueberries that was out of my haul, and they're going to bear a lot of fruit. They're really healthy. They're already starting. Hold on, I'll come over and show you guys. Like, look at. Isn't that so nice? I get so excited seeing life and all of that stuff. I think these are all just leaves, and they're going to open up first because it's way too early for the fruit. But I do have to be careful. Anything I plant in the yard, I don't want anything with thorns. I made that mistake. We had a rose bush, and the thorns just are horrible. I have a gooseberry bush, and the thorns are horrible. And I have it kind of tied up because, like, if you walk by and get caught on these, this one isn't too bad. Oh, look at that spike. Look how sharp that is. That's a thorn, and that's a bad thorn. But the fruit that grows on here is it's crunchy, it's fresh, it's beautiful. It's kind of like a grape, but even better. Now, my mom grew up eating these, so that's why I wanted to get one here. Here's another one of my hauls right there. That's a cherry bush. Even though it looks like a tree, it's a cherry bush. Also, there's 8 blueberry bushes here. It's probably hard to see because there's no green on it yet, but they are starting to bud the leaves, as you can see. Nice and healthy. They survived the winter. And there's my bigger blueberry bushes that are full adults. That's their full size. There's all kinds of varieties of blueberries. This one here is another blueberry bush, but this is going into our side yard over there. So the guys will take care of this as well, but yes, it has to go into the side yard. My raspberries are doing good. As you can see, they're getting green on them. Big mother stalks already. Like, amazing. all of the leaves and the coffee grinds, the compost really saved my raspberries because they were here for years and I never cared for them. I never appreciated them, I guess. I don't know. I just never paid attention to them is what I should say, because that's the truth. But now that I have been paying attention to them and giving them nutrients, filling their beds with leaves and coffee grinds, they have been doing so good and so healthy. Like, look at this mother. This is about 5 feet tall. It grows so much fruit. I got so much fruit last year, but look at all the leaves. Look how thick that stalk is. And these guys are thick and healthy, and it makes a difference. Now, you see there's some dead ones here, but that's okay. I leave them, and when they're dead enough, they'll just break off. But the mother stalks, these guys, with all this nutrients, natural, healthy nutrients back into the earth, back into the soil from what God already made. You know what I mean? No chemicals in our garden. I'm highly against that for us. And then I collect the rainwater in my bin here, and this has been such a great use. Even though it has leaves in there, that water is good. The leaves just put nutrients back in there. You know what I mean? So it's great for watering the garden. And my compost bin is very, very full, as you guys can see. And that makes the most beautiful black soil when it breaks all the way down. The bottom half, the stuff that's in the pool, it's all black soil. It's ready to be used. And the stuff on top still got about a year to this summer will help it with the heat. And it doesn't even stink. Like, it's awesome. I got my bird bath out, my snail, and all of our perennial fruit here perennial flowers are starting to come up, if you guys can see that. I don't know what this is, but it's going to be beautiful. This here is my rainbow colored lupins, and then I have lupins that I hauled from a ditch, so that was free. They survived. They're coming back nice. And then I think these are astables, I think, if I can show you. No, these are salva too. Okay, those are salvas. So I guess I'm going to have 2 things of salvia. So hopefully they expand into a nice little bush, because my goal is to have this area so colorful all summer long. That's my goal. Oh, somebody must be in the way over there.